Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. My dad is really into flight sim and flying his planes in VR on his computer. But I was here the other day and I was using his setup because he wanted to show me what it was like, but the performance was abysmal. Let's be honest, it just really wasn't that good. So I'm here today to upgrade his setup. He's got no idea what I've decided to do for the hardware. I think what we need to do is jump in the Gear Seekers time machine and show you guys what I put in this new gaming PC.
It's funny because there's a clock behind you.
Oh, that's really weird. A few days before that, he called me up and said, hey, I really loved your fractal mood review. Can you build me a gaming PC in that case? Because I just love how it looks. Of course, he's my dad, so I agreed, but there was one major problem. And this is the problem that came up after playing Flight Sim on his setup in VR. The fractal mood is a decent enough case, but it's just not big enough for the GPU that I want to put in it. So I decided, and I'm not telling him this by the way, so you guys are, I don't know how this works, but Cooler Master NR200P V2. Now, if you saw our review of this, you know what GPU I fit in here, a ridiculously sized 4090. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out what GPU is going in this build. That's right. It's getting a 4090 of its own so he can play unbridled, untethered, high frame rate VR flight sim. Let's do a build thing. You guys already know about the crazy hardware that's in this PC. He doesn't know yet. That's the greatest thing about the Gear Seekers time machine. But I need him to help me pull this whole thing apart. Now, before we do all that, I want to show you guys something. This is a very conservative flight sim setup. The reason for it is space is a premium, and not a lot of people dedicate as much space as someone like me to their gaming setups. This is the perfect size for any regular human, because the secret to this whole setup is this is a VR flight sim setup. But for VR, you need quite a bit of horsepower for games like Flight Sim. Get over here.
Okay, so what are we doing?
What are we doing? This is my dad. I almost never have family on the channel except Claire, but you know. Anyway, you're gonna show me what I need to do to pull this apart because...
Okay, first of all, we've got to get That beast out the back there, that's the best sim
computer
ever.
That's funny because I want to show you guys what's inside it after we pull it out, because I've seen inside it and it's a bit strange. Okay, what do we need to do? You told me the other day this is Velcroed to the wall.
I have that Velcro to the back of the wall. When I pull back on the yoke, it does.
Velcro is working pretty well.
So what I moved first is just to get this away.
Oh yeah.
Pull that there. So that table can stay where it is.
Maybe you guys haven't noticed this yet. Actually, someone's probably commented already. People are going to notice that you only have one hand. And that's why VR is really good for flight sim as well, because there's less to control when you're playing in VR.
It's a VR there. That's HP.
That's the Reverb 2.
Oh, sorry, Reverb 2.
Yeah, it's a really nice headset. I've played with this thing, and this is why I wanted to give him a crazy computer, because that's got some pretty steep specifications for a VR headset. Okay. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. You know what's funny about this whole thing? Can I just say this? When I was growing up, my dad hated the fact that I'd like to stay inside and play video games, and it's super ironic now that I built him his own gaming PC.
This is not
for him
a game.
to stay inside and play games. Don't you think that's funny?
This is not a game, please.
It's a lifestyle, right? It's a lifestyle. It's not a game, it's real life out here.
It's real life.
Man, this thing is crazy big. Wow, that is a big computer. Unnecessarily so. I don't really care now. Let us know in the comments what you think we should do with this PC, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't want it anymore.
I want it. It's the best PC in Australia.
It's all right, most of our audience is in the US, so it's not the best. Garbage.
Oh, don't do that. I paid dollars for this.
Garbage. You ready? Oh,
Back,
baby. I'm good. Here is his flight sim PC. I know some of the specs. Let's take a look.
It's a beast. It's a beast.
It's a very strange PC. All right, let's pull this side panel off. I know who built this computer. It wasn't me, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
All lights up.
Inside, we've got an i5 8400. So we've got like a quad-core i5 mid-tier with a 3070. This is a very conservative VR setup for flight sim. The thing that perplexes me is why on earth whoever built this PC put it in such a huge case. It's completely unnecessary. You do not need something this big, and you're gonna see how small your new computer is.
There's big words on it. It says gigabyte, GeForce RTX.
It's got 3 DIMMs in it for some reason. There's not an optimal memory configuration. Knows enough to build, but not enough to give you all of the performance. There would have been some left on the table here. These are empty. What are you trying to build, a NAS or something?
No.
These are just empty, dude. Right, whatever, we're getting rid of it.
In the bin.
Look how much he loves it.
I'll be sad when this goes.
Why?
Because it's worked. It's got nice colours on it. It has GeForce on it, RTX.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's the gaming equivalent of awesome, isn't it?
And gigabyte. Look at that.
All right, you need to go because I don't want you to see what we've got planned.
Just treat this with a lot of love.
Oh, we're not using this at all.
I think we had a boat anchor that we need.
Yeah, we've got some concrete in the back of the car as well. Fill it up with concrete. You need a new boat. We've got a good boat anchor.
Good crab trap.
Yeah, that too. All right, let's build him a new setup. Can't even make that up. But here's a dog interlude. You know what's crazy about this monitor, guys? This would have been groundbreaking back in the day. In fact, I had this exact monitor. It's a 1080p 27-inch panel, and I think this monitor probably came out in, I'm gonna say 2008, 2009, and it's just, the text clarity is crazy. I was so blown away by how bad it was that I just decided that I would take it into my own hands, just replace everything. He's not allowed to have a computer on the floor anymore. It's not the optimal place to put it. I said look, if we're building you any computer, it's going to go on this little side table thing. That's exactly where we're going to put it. As I mentioned already, some people just don't have a lot of space for their setups. This is the perfect space for a VR setup, especially when you're stationary. I asked him if I could upgrade his desk and give him a bit of a bigger table, but he's full minimalist, so he just doesn't like having a lot of stuff, which is crazy because he has so many cables on his setup. Sometimes I've got to work within the constraints of things I'm allowed to do. He used to hate me gaming growing up, try and get me out of the house and do stuff. That's half the reason why I skateboard. Now to be doing the thing that he hated me doing growing up, building him his own gaming computer, is really strange, I'll be honest with you guys. The monitor that we're using is the MSI MAG 274 UPF. It's a 27-inch 4K panel, 144 Hertz. We reviewed this one quite well on the channel quite a while ago. So completely overkill 4K monitor for someone who's gonna be playing in VR. We decided to get him a headset stand for his VR headset. This is the Kiwi Design VR stand. This one is for a whole bunch of different headsets. I'll put a link to it. We got it from Amazon. It was about 50 Aussie dollars. It's just a really nice VR headset stand that holds the controllers as well. We got him a white topographic mouse pad just so he could have a little bit of a theme going on. You'll see later in the video, he decided to cut it up and make a separate mouse pad because he likes to have his mouse on a side table as he's flying. As well as that, we went for a new mouse and keyboard. I had a brand new Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro Wireless. It's the white clicky switch version. That was sitting in our inventory and I wasn't really using it. And I've probably used it once. And I also had a Razer Death Adder V3 Pro Wireless that I decided to chuck in just so he could have some white peripherals and both the same software for his peripherals. After looking at a photo beforehand, as you're probably seeing on your screen right now, this is not the biggest upgrade for a setup by any stretch of the imagination. However, my dad has a whole new yoke and switches and everything he's already ordered, which is kind of what made me want to give him a new PC and everything as well. So he could have a new computer, all new flight controls and all of that. The reason why he wanted to upgrade his flight controls is the new ones that he's ordered has full force feedback as well, so you can feel what the aircraft is doing. We would have included that in this video, but it's stuck in customs at the moment. So yeah, you know, that's the reality of things. I think you'll be psyched. Let's
I'll be psyched. I brought my glasses.
Okay, look, okay, I didn't do that much, but I just cleaned it up.
Whoa.
Gave you a new monitor, new keyboard, or new wireless keyboard, new wireless mouse.
Whoa.
Also, that's your computer now.
Jeez.
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about it, but
yeah,
also look at your VR headset. Yeah. It's on a proper VR headset stand now. Whoa. So, you know, you can just pick it up.
Yeah.
And away you go. Because you sent me some photos of it and I was like, oh, we could make it look a bit better. But the craziest thing is the computer. So don't let the size fool you.
Yep.
This has the Intel Core i9 13900K. It's like one generation behind, but the graphics card in it is the fastest graphics card on the market. There's nothing faster than this. It's the RTX 4090.
All in that little box.
In that little box. And can you hear it?
No.
That's the point. I wanted to make it dead silent. I wanted you to have, there's no restriction to how you can play games now. You have one of the fastest CPUs on the market for gaming, yeah, and the fastest graphics card ever designed for a computer.
Amazing.
On your desk. So a computer like this, if you were to walk into a computer shop, would be around about $6,000.
Oh my God.
The thing is, this video is not sponsored by anyone, guys, like not at all. This is stuff that I put aside, and even the graphics card comes out of my own personal gaming PC. And I was like, you know what, he can have it. I can get another one. It's no big deal. I just give it to you. 4K yes. 144 Hertz high refresh rate monitor. If you move the mouse around, you'll see how smooth it is. Oh, yeah. Also, you can read the text. You could barely read the other one. That's what I was saying the other day, how you couldn't see anything because it was so blurry. But look how clear that is now. It's in the process of getting all the VR stuff up and running because I don't have a VR headset like yours to test, but it's all doing the stuff in the background. So we'll come back when it's running because I want to see what his first experience is like. It took a little bit of tinkering to get it all up and running with the headset. This is his first time with the headset on.
It's raining and I can see the rain on the screen. I'm flying a 172 Cessna.
I put it on before him just to see how it looks, and
Yeah.
it looks crazy on the
We're
4090.
at Sydney Airport, domestic terminals on that side. That's the international.
I love how he's
terminal there.
pointing like we can see what he's looking at.
Okay, we're at 70 knots, so we should be able to get a good rate of climb.
We can tell the people that you're going for your pilot's license at the moment, right?
Yes, I am. I do have my solo ticket, but I'm going to go for my private pilot license. As you can see, I fly in the right seat usually and not in the left seat because of
You have one hand, doesn't that make more sense?
to
fly
fly
in
in the
that
right
seat?
seat.
Yeah?
Because all the controls are usually on the right-hand side.
Right.
So this is the way I fly. I've got a prosthesis that I use on my right hand. But
Oh,
that's
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what is it like attached to the control or
No,
like?
it's just to the actual yoke. So I can
Oh,
control
okay.
the yoke while I control the other
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know
things
that.
here as well. This is amazing. This is like night and day, actually. Chalk and cheese.
I told you when I played it, was it last week? The frame rate was so low that the VR experience felt jarring and it gave me motion sickness. But I tested this just now as well before he used it, and it just looks like you're sitting in the seat of a plane now. There's no.
This is runway 34 left on the left-hand side. Yeah, I'm right on the.
We can kind of
34
see it
right.
on the screen on the monitor as well, so it
And
makes a
that's
bit of
Botany
sense.
Bay, terminal over there. I'll just fly into the city quickly.
Yeah, give her a quick burl into the city. I played quite a lot of this game, and it's really fun. I've got a friend who plays with, what is it, VATS? Is that what it's called?
Vatsim.
He like talks to the air traffic controllers and everything
I've
as
got
well.
that as well. Yeah.
But he loves it. Like when we play COD, he'll be doing VATS, like talking to the traffic
Because
controllers.
there's
and
the
playing.
speaker and mic in the
Oh,
headset
that's
as well.
right. Yeah.
So
Okay.
as I speak,
What do you reckon overall? Out of 10 compared to the other machine?
well, if it had 20, I'd say 20.
There we go. Go under the harbour bridge. Let's see.
What speed am I doing? I'm doing 103
You
knots.
should have done this
Well,
in like a fighter jet. It's like a whole new experience playing it with how it is now, because before, honestly guys, it was just not as good as this. It was not even close. You won't need the air conditioner anymore though, because that computer will heat the house up. He's also playing on my Steam account.
This is all old stuff you see, darling.
All the old boring
the
stuff,
old
because I
buildings
only bought the
yeah.
game when it came out and that was it. I don't have all the million additional packs for the game.
You see, even the harbour bridge is not right. That's North Sydney Luna Park supposed to be there as well.
It's all right, we'll get that all installed now.
And just watch, I'll try to go under this bridge. This is much lower than the harbour bridge.
That's the fake harbour bridge. Oh,
fake
look at him
harbour
go!
bridge.
Look at him go! He's doing it.
Of course
He's
I'll
doing it. Fake harbour bridge.
Fake harbour
Let's
bridge.
go. Oh no! Well, that's because the bridge is wrong.
Yeah.
The geometry of the bridge would be wrong.
Yeah.
The hitboxes would be wrong. It just launched. What did it do? It's because my game has all the
Smash
crash
into
stuff
the
turned
bridge.
off. Because I just like smashing to the ground. It's been about 2 days since I finished the setup for my dad, and I had to come back just to do other family things. And I just wanted to ask you while we're here, what the experience has been like since me leaving, because I think from editing, because I've already edited most of it, it's kind of hard to see the reaction, if that makes sense.
It's actually amazing because previously, when I looked at the screen and the VR, it's almost like I needed a pair of glasses because I couldn't actually clearly see the instruments or the glass cockpit, but now things comes up clearer. I think the video card must have done something amazing.
Oh, the resolution's higher,
Resolution is
upscaling, all
higher,
that stuff.
The color is better as well.
Yeah.
The clouds are more volumetric as well. As you fly through clouds and everything else, you can almost see every drop in the cloud.
It's almost like you're a salesperson or have been doing sales your whole life.
I'm just good at what I do.
When I came here, that was almost over a week ago now. Something didn't feel right. You probably never noticed it because you'd never seen better.
Ignorance is bliss. you
Well,
know,
yeah,
so
like
that's it.
I've played VR before on much higher performance systems. Even our own VR setup, which we've used on much higher performance stuff, was just a lot smoother. I'm like, I know the specs of the Reverb 2. Surely it's better than this. And yeah, it's way better. I'm gonna come over and play this when he's not home. I know his security codes and stuff, so I'm just gonna chime in and play. But all right, ladies and gents, that's just about it. Thanks to my dad for letting me take over his house for like 2 days to do this whole thing. You know what to do if you like this type of video. Hit the like button and all that jazz. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. You know the rest. You pick, we seek, and I actually want to play this properly now. So go away, go away, go away. Please go away. I want to play some VR. Goodbye. Why are you still here? Go away. Get out of here. Don't you guys have something else to do? Go away.
Watch another video.
Yeah, there's another video somewhere around here. Look, I'll put it here. Look, watch one of those things there. There's a video floating on your screen right now. Just click it or play some VR, some flight sim.